You're telling me about this, I'll tell you about that. Start talking shit, you walk into another trap.
Welcome to the show. The big news of the week was, of course, this.
Parliament rejects Theresa May's Brexit plan by 230 votes.
It was the worst defeat ever suffered by a British Prime Minister in this House.
Now MPs have made clear what they don't want. We must all work constructively together to set out what Parliament does want.
I couldn't care less.
It's absolute chaos. We shouldn't be surprised she lost. Her government's a farce. Did you see their preparations for a no-deal Brexit?
The government pays hauliers tens of thousands of pounds to stage a fake traffic jam in Kent in an attempt to prove the country could cope with a far bigger one if Britain leaves the EU without a deal.
It gets madder. Do you know how many lorries go through Dover every day? 8,000. Do you know how many they had? 89. That's like preparing for a flood by having an old lady spit on you. Getting ready for an earthquake by going, It gets even weirder. To deal with the volume of traffic, they hired more ferry companies. Did they go for a company with experience? No. Government awards £14 million ferry contract to a firm with no ships, which has never run a service. It's got no boats, no trading history, and it's never run a service. That's like getting a nun to direct a porno. What are they calling this policy? Operation Boating? What the fuck is going on, face? Unbelievably, it gets even more insane. The ship firm with no ships nicked its terms and conditions from a pizza website. That's right. The government are giving £14 million to a ferry company with no boats and a contract written by Papa John. What are they going to do? Offer free garlic bread with every ship? Do you want a meat feast? Actually, you don't want to shout that in the... Anyways, it's all so desperate. But never fear, the people of Europe have come up with a foolproof way to stop Brexit. A boy band. This is true. They've written a song so powerful, they think it can stop Brexit. Let's have a look at this life-changing ballad.
We'll get out of this together, make our union ever closer. We'll set course for peace and prosperity. Britain, come back. Britain, come back to us. Not too late to turn around.
Forget Brexit. That makes you want to join ISIS. Good luck. My favourite bit is when they start playing in the sand like dying slugs. These lads are in trouble. Have you seen where they're going to perform? There are plans to take the band on a tour of pubs around the UK. They're going to die! Prancing into a Wetherspoons. Britain, come back. Britain, what the fuck is this? Cheryl, release the dogs. Listen to the #1 reason they think we should stay.
We'll always be connected. Our lives are intertwined. You can't change your course without remorse. Look at what you leave behind.
Like anyone's going to be, well, I've changed my mind. I mean, sure, I'm against centralised power and fishing quotas, but look at his abs! I mean, you see a stomach like that, you rethink your entire political outlook. Muscles don't change your politics. Or Corbyn would look like this. What is going on? Boy bands, fake traffic jams. Everyone's so divided, and the worst thing, it's given far-right bullies the confidence to hang around Parliament behaving like this.
55 cross-party MPs wrote to Met Commissioner Cressida Dick yesterday after Conservative Anna Soubry was followed by a group of protesters and called a Nazi.
Right. Well, apologies if you're offended by what you're listening to.
I just think this is astonishing.
Why are you calling for a second vote?
Oh, because it's a very good idea.
But we already had a vote. And you lost the people's vote.
Traitors like you were told what the people feel.
You are a traitor. You are a traitor to this country. You are on the side of Adolf Hitler. She's on the side of Hitler. She wants a second referendum. Now, I'm no Hitler expert. But I'm fairly certain he wasn't big on voting. You never saw him at Nuremberg just going, Britain, come back! Forget Mein Kampf, look at mine abs! Hitler, get the sand! They even confronted the police with quite possibly the shittest threat ever.
You want a war? I'll give you a war. You want it? It's on every Saturday. You are fair game.
I'll see you every Saturday. Because I work in the week, but on Saturday, it's a war. But we've got to be finished by 6 because I really like The Voice. I'm Team Ollie! As if that wasn't embarrassing enough, these morons handed out a leaflet stating all the things they stood for. Now, I think they may have confused some of the things they are for with some of the things they are against, because apparently they are for justice for our boys, for Brexit, and for child abuse. What do we hate? EU. What do we love? Ralph Harris. That's been the weirdest protest ever. The EU's full of arseholes, give our pedos bouncy castles. They also wrote they were for homelessness, for people starving, and my personal favourite, pensioners living in poverty. It's true. Nobody thinks about the pensioners. Or the bibbies. Poor pensioners or landly. If you know a pensioner, give them a phone kill. Write them a letter. Every little helps. Every little helps. It's not... I like most of you got a few people go, I don't understand why... Elsewhere this week, if you think the British government's in chaos, have you seen what's happening in America?
We want to work. We want to work.
We are officially in the midst of the longest government shutdown in U.S. history.
President Trump is at war over his wall.
800,000 workers missed out on a monthly wage yesterday.
But the fact is, we need the wall.
It is a complete and utter failure of one of the government's most basic responsibilities.
Everybody wants us to win this battle.
No, they don't. Why do Americans have to pay for your wall? I'm pretty sure you promised this.
Who is going to pay for the wall? Who? 100%.
It's almost as if he was lying. Talking of bullshit, Trump claims the wall is vital to stop terrorism.
Every day, 10 known or suspected terrorists try to gain entry into our country. Every day, 2,000 illegal aliens try to cross our borders. They try.
No, they don't. His own State Department said there was no credible evidence indicating that international terrorist groups have established bases in Mexico. Do you know how foreign terrorists get into America? Through airports. And do you know what Trump's shutdown has led to? Less security at fucking airports. It's like a burglar coming through your front door and you going, we need to fix the windscreen wipers on the car. He's such a moron. Not only is he struggling with his wall, but now Congresswomen are talking about him like this.
The new Arab-American Congresswoman, Rashida Tlaib, has sparked controversy by demanding impeachment.
And when your son looks at you and says, Mama, look, you won, bullies don't win. And I said, baby, they don't, because we're going to go in there and we're going to impeach the motherfucker.
Predictably, Donald was appalled.
Using language like that in front of her son and whoever else was there, I thought that was a great dishonor to her and to her family.
It's a dishonor. It's outrageous. Whatever. Not only is Trump a motherfucker, he's also a fucker who looks a lot like his mother. I think I speak for the world when I say, grrr. The Republicans are so scared of these new Congresswomen. Not only are they upset by them swearing, they're trying to bring them down for dancing.
Right-wing trolls released this video of the young Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez dancing back in her student days. The suggestion is it was somehow undignified.
Undignified? How's that undignified? She's dancing. She didn't pay off a porn star. She didn't collude with the Russians. She didn't grab anyone by the pussy. Some Republicans called her dancing scandalous. She was having a dance at uni. That's not a scandal. When I was at uni, someone nicked my mate's milk from his fridge. He took a shit in the thief's shoe. That is a scandal. And he got the wrong guy. Do you know who stole his milk? Me. He asked me who stole it. I said, Paul. I didn't know he was capable of that. He wouldn't stop shitting. Now, for some reason, Cortez has been attacked relentlessly. Not content with having a pop at her dancing, some troll tried to shame her by claiming this photo was her. Look at her, showing her toes. You know what's brilliant? Within hours, an expert proved it wasn't her. Was it the FBI, the CIA? No! It was perverts. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez foot photo identified by foot fetishists as someone else. This is my favourite quote. One WikiFeet commentator said, I've sucked enough toes in my life to recognise when something doesn't look. God bless Rogan. I love the idea he was just sat at home just...
There's been a miscarriage of justice.
It's like the weirdest episode of CSI ever. How do you reckon she died?
Let's have a look. Veruca.
Who'd have thought foot perverts would save the day? Do you know what? Here you go. You bloody earned this. It's not for you! It's for whoever that hero was out there. There you go, drink it in, you've earned that. In fact, let's make it really special. It's not for you, beasts. There you go. Can we have some sexy... Fuck you, it's for him! Can we have some sexy music, make it real special? That's it, yeah. Is that what you want? Is that what you want, you hero? Do you want me to spit on the toe? Spit on the toe? In fact, have we got some... Yeah, let's make it really special. Let's go to town. Oh, yeah. Join me after the break. And I'll be talking to the star of the global hit show Catastrophe, Rob Delaney. Welcome back to the show. Tell you what, I hope you enjoyed your break. Every one of these guys licked my toe. I tell you what, the worst thing about this time of year is celebs promoting bullshit to profit from how much we hate ourselves.
Oh my God, I needed to lose weight.
You can do this 4 times a week, then you will notice a real difference.
I have been really relying on the Sugar Bear hair vitamins.
I'm really pleased with where I am, all thanks to Forza helping me out with my diet needs.
I'm gonna start drinking Teamy.
Out of all the ones on the market, this is the best. It's really easy to use. Apply it to the desired area and then peel off and see the magic happen.
Everywhere you look, it's wellness this, wellness that. It's so cynical. They use words that sound important but mean nothing.
Detoxify your soul. Cleanse your spirit. Nourish your essence.
Gwyneth Paltrow is the queen of this wellness shit. Her company Goop makes millions promoting expensive bullshit like this. Inner beauty powder, body vibe stickers, kid calming mist. Whatever happened to brandy? This is the weirdest. Moon juice sex dust. Dust doesn't make you horny. Makes you sneezy. And that doesn't make for good sex. Achoo! Sorry. Plus, they even have an article on how to yawn properly. Who doesn't know how to yawn? And the people go, oh. Yawn now. Pinch me, Gwyneth. Now, most of these wellness fads are ridiculous. Some of them are potentially dangerous. Gwyneth Paltrow advises women to steam clean their vaginas. It's a fanny, not dim sum. Imagine the noise you made from your mouths. Imagine if you did that to your fanny. There is zero scientific benefit to steaming your vagina. To quote my nan, a pum-pum cleans itself. We're an open family, and yet people do it. This is proof that beautiful people can make you do anything. If a munter came up to you with a kettle and went, open your legs, you call the police. Christ, when she's not asking women to give their fanny a sauna, she wants you to whack one of these in. A yoni egg. Why would you do it? Well, apparently, it increases your feminine energy. Having an egg in you increases your feminine energy. Bullshit. If that's the case, why aren't chickens strutting around like Beyonce? How to get ready for this poetry? It gets madder, right? These eggs are made of crystal, and apparently crystals can help with periods. Specifically, they can harmonise your cycles. Harmonise? What, they're like some kind of barbershop quartet? You pop them in, they're like bum 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 bum. You've got blood coming out of your shmoo. Do 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 do. Don't get a tampon and go to the loo. Harmonise. It's absolute horseshit. Now, when it comes to using fame to profit from people, the Kardashians are obviously the worst. Last week, Kendall Jenner told her followers to get ready for a huge announcement about her past. Her mum hyped it up, tweeting, watch Kendall Jenner's Twitter on Sunday night to find out what I'm talking about and be prepared to be moved. Be the change. Share your story. Change the conversation. Proud mum. Finally a solution. Authenticity. My daughter inspires me. Get ready. And everyone was like, oh my God, is it a childhood trauma? Abuse? No. The model announced she's selling spot cream. Despite being a multi-millionaire, she baited the world into thinking something traumatic had happened just to make money from zit cream. Her sister is even worse. Last year, Kim Kardashian was plugging appetite suppressant lollipops. A lollipop so that teenagers can skip meals. I'll say this now. Kim didn't get where she is today by sucking lollipops. You've seen the video. Now, when you're a teenager, you need food to help you grow. You have to eat or you can't concentrate. And then you'll fuck up your exams. And all you have then is the flattest belly in the job centre. Besides, these lollipops won't make you look like Kim Kardashian. She spent thousands on cosmetic procedures and makeup and personal trainers. She's like a Formula 1 car. Just if that car then walked out at the pit stop and did fuck all. If you want health advice, go to someone with years of medical training, not a celebrity. When do we start mistrusting science? Forget clever people. What do the pretty people think? I'll tell you what pretty people think. Nothing. They never had to think. Mingers get stuff done. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin. Face like a bag of dicks. Einstein came up with a theory of relativity, and he did it with a tongue hanging out like a Labrador. And let's not forget all the amazing women who've done stuff, but I don't want them on telly calling them munters. The world's changed. What I'm saying is... I get letters. What I'm saying is we need diligent doctors, not beautiful bullshitters. Celebs need to stop selling this nonsense. We need to stop buying it. And most importantly, if you're sat there watching this with a steamy arse and a crystal egg in your vagina, don't sneeze. Or you'll break the telly. Now it's time for playground politics. This week, I asked the children of the world what makes a great leader. What do you think makes a good leader?
A guy who respects other people's beliefs. When there's a problem, you stand up to it and, like, you do something about it.
How do you think a leader talks?
Maybe how you're talking.
Like I talk?
Yeah.
So you think I could be a leader?
Yeah.
But what if I said, right, children, I need you to go over there and pretend to be cows?
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm a cow.
Very good. Very good cow impressions.
A guy that's independent. You look quite independent.
What about now?
Now you look quite angry with someone.
Okay, what about now?
Happy.
Not happy?
I think he looks a little bit scared.
How would you sell yourself?
Spanish.
Okay.
And I will be a senorita.
You'll be a senorita? How about you?
Senor.
And what would I be?
You would just be an old man living on the street.
Not wearing like a lady's dress.
I'm an old man on the street in a lady's dress. I mean,
Drinking beer.
Total comedy.
No, having drugs. You're having drugs on the street, like lying down, back thingy, and then you're just gulping this.
On drugs. Drunk.
In a dress?
In a dress.
Yes, exactly. That's what people want these days.
The world's gone mad. That's exactly what they want.
I would make people build chocolate factories for me.
So you're going to go on a hunt for a German Willy Wonka?
Yeah. I also like to have eternal youth, of course, but...
So you're going to live forever eating chocolate?
Definitely.
Don't mind me saying you're going to look like a mess. You are going to be an absolute unit.
But I will go into the Guinness Book of World Records for being the heaviest person in the world.
Yeah, they won't be able to get a photo of you, you fat knacker.
Yeah.
You'll be over 2 pages. Any other questions? King Sammy.
Yes.
Hit me.
Where were you born?
I was born in Bath.
You were born in a bath?
No, I was born in Bath, but not in a bath. When I was young, we didn't have any money, so I was washed in the sink.
Oh, that's so sad.
I know it's sad.
And tragic.
It's not tragic, Sammy. There were different times. Tonight's guest is the BAFTA-winning comedian, author and actor. Last year he appeared in the blockbuster Deadpool 2, and now he brings us the final series of his global smash hit, Catastrophe.
Do you guys want to go to Buckingham Palace with us?
Oh, no, thank you. I don't like the monarchy.
Oh, that's funny, because I've seen you looking at pictures of Princess Beatrice on your phone.
Well, that's not because she's royal. She has giant, beautiful eyes, and even if she worked at Pizza Express, I'd still look at pictures of her on my phone.
That's not creepy.
And also, do you know how much the crown jewels are worth? If they sold one of those, just one of those jewels, it'd fund the NHS for 200 years. So, for that reason, I hope they all get rickets.
Other than that, they are quite fun.
Please welcome Rob Delaney! Hello, mate.
Thanks. Hi there.
Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you. You know, I was a paper boy growing up. I had 2 paper routes, and this reminds me of when the big truck would come by and deliver me the big stack of newspapers that I would then go, oh, it even smells. I love the smell of news.
So you're feeling nostalgic?
Yeah, I love it.
Congratulations on the new series of Catastrophe. It's brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What makes it even more incredible is how horrific your year's been.
Yeah, we're approaching the 1-year anniversary of my son Henry passing away from cancer. He died last January after about a year and 9 months of being diagnosed with a brain tumor.
Yeah.
And with a tumor which disabled him. When they removed it, they damaged some cranial nerves. They were great doctors who did it, but it was all wrapped around them, and oftentimes when you have to take a tumor out from there, that happens. And so, so we learned a lot. We got a crash course in the NHS and social care. I should say, taking care of Henry was very fun.
Right.
Because it was like his brainstem where the tumor was, so all his disabilities were physical. his frontal lobe was fine. He was smarter than you. He was funnier than me. He was clever. He learned sign language very quickly. So he was so fun to be with. And I'm not biased. And so he was fun to watch and fun to be with, you know?
It's difficult. The first thing that I thought is to go through something that horrific.
Yeah.
I was amazed that you were able to go to work and write jokes.
Yeah, at first, when I started writing Series 4 with Sharon Horgan, I thought, this is what I thought. I thought, oh, I'm going to get paid to do it, whether it sucks or not, and I don't care because my son just died, so maybe I'll just make a shitty show, and if people don't like it, they can fuck off. That's what I thought. And then we started writing, and I began to enjoy myself here and there. And I would still duck out to cry, or not duck out and just start crying and make everyone watch me cry. But I realized that grief and work, if you enjoy your job, which thank goodness I do, grief and work can be compatible. And if I feel like shit, I have to say I feel like shit.
What kept you going throughout?
My other kids, my wife. I'd like to be able to one day say, like, myself, because I think it's important that one's relationship with oneself is good. I'm not there yet. I'm sort of faking it till I make it, you know? But I love Henry. I love his brothers. So they're still fucking and now when I hold my other children, I physically feel that they are like stardust that has temporarily assembled into human form and will one day disassemble and become something else. And I know that's true. So now when I hold those kids, I mean, that still brings me profound joy.
And do you feel, because you're in the public eye, do you feel almost a responsibility to talk about this?
I do. The hardest things that I've had to learn have been surrounding my son's illness and death.
Yeah.
And if I can share that with anybody in a way that helps them navigate their own grief, you know what I mean? That's the best thing that I could do, is say something that leads another couple to have a discussion that lets them not get divorced so that they can, you know, and
did you go to any kind of groups like that?
Oh, I still do.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I really feel like an alien now. I feel weird.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm a different species. Like I've seen behind the veil, and I've been humbled viciously, and I now know things that, you know, not everybody knows. Because I can sit down with a dad whose daughter didn't wake up one morning because of some congenital heart defect that they didn't know about or something. Yeah. I can sit with him. Let's say his daughter died 10 years ago. And I see him living his life. I see him preparing a cup of tea. I notice that his shirt is buttoned properly. It's not buttoned in the wrong buttons. I see him hear something funny and laugh at it. I see him just doing normal things, and I'm like, okay, I could maybe do that. I mean, I galloped to the first bereaved parents meeting and was like, I know I need this. And let me feel my emotions with people who aren't judging, who know what it's like.
Yeah.
And, you know, I talk to other parents who've lost kids, and they say that as time goes on, and it can take a long time, that what happens when they think about their child that died, the first thing that they feel is really happy when they think about this wonderful child that they had. And thinking about what they looked like, you know, combing their hair. I mean...
But that must be incredible when your brain goes, here's a memory.
Yeah.
Enjoy that. Remember that lovely day?
Yeah. Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful, and it hurts. And I mean, like, I think about Henry's hair, because we produce bald babies at first. They're bald, shockingly. I have very weak genes, by the way. My children all look like my wife. They all look a lot more like you than they do like me, which, that's something that maybe that's another show. But so just as he started to grow hair, as he was turning 1, they found the tumor in his head, and they did chemotherapy. So his first hairs fell out, and he was bald, and I remember I would hold his bald head and just kiss it and feel the warmth of it. And it was such a pleasure to do that. And then he grew hair after the chemo was done. And it got long, and we didn't cut it. And oh my God, it was so beautiful. And I just loved to put my fingers through it and comb it behind his ear and just, like thinking about that hair. When I get mad, I think about how beautiful he was.
Yeah.
And it's like offensive to me. Like his eyes were such a beautiful blue. It makes me angry that people won't get to look at them. That's fucked up. I mean, those eyes were 2 of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And, just offends me that they're not there for people to gaze into,
It's incredibly important, I think, that you're doing this.
Hey, man, we, in the UK and in the US, it's funny, people over here will be like, well, British people, we don't like to talk about emotions or death. And same with America. Don't denigrate yourselves. American people are just as bad as you. But it does happen,
Do people struggle to talk to you about? Because I know somebody who went through a similar thing that you happened, and I just didn't know what to do.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But I wanted to give him love and sort of compassion.
I mean, what I would say to somebody in that situation is, and it's not one size fits all.
Yeah.
Somebody who's lost a big one, like a sibling or a child or a spouse or something. You're thinking about that person. I'm thinking about Henry. So if you come up to me and you say, hey, I heard it's been just about a year since your son passed away, and I would say, yeah, it has. And you might think you brought him up. You didn't bring him up. I was already thinking about him, and you allowed me to just talk about him a little bit and think about him, and that's to me is such a pleasure. So my wife was pregnant, for example, when Henry died. Okay, and there were some people who would find out about that. And you could see, I have never seen such relief on people's faces.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, so another big thing. So I don't have to talk about his dead baby. I can talk about his new shiny baby that's coming. And I wanted to kill those people because that's not interesting. How many people are pregnant in here right now? I mean, that's not news. It's great. But, we all know pregnant people. Big whoop, They wear their buttons on the tube announcing that they're pregnant. Fantastic. People get pregnant. But my fucking 2-year-old, a little bit before his 3rd birthday, he died in my home, on my couch, of a brain tumor.
But I can't even look you in the eyes because I feel so sad, and I wouldn't want to... See, that's the thing, I wouldn't want to burden you with extra pain.
Not a burden.
But you see what I mean? It's like...
Well, see, now I've learned that my capacity for pain is so much greater than I ever thought possible, right? So, great things to say. Okay, there was one of Henry's night carers was from Nigeria. I don't know if this had anything to do with it, but she sure wasn't British or American. And when I told her that Henry's tumor had returned and that he was going to die, she started screaming, "Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, Jesus Christ!" And I almost started laughing. I was like, thank you, yes. Jesus, scream it from the rooftops. My beautiful baby boy is gonna die. I want people to fucking scream. So that was so much better than so many responses. And there is nothing that anyone can say. Words mean nothing to me anymore. I know I've used a lot of them this evening, but I'm not trying to put a verbal Band-Aid on anyone's grief. That's impossible. So you can also kind of relax if you know someone who's died, because there is nothing you can say that will fix it. You should acknowledge it, you know, and yeah, so that's another thing about grief. A sort of metaphor that I've kind of developed is that, like, in the rainbow of emotions that we feel in life, I still have the other ones. I still have red, blue, indigo for some reason, purple, whatever. But now there's a band of black in there that was not there before.
Yeah.
And so that's a part of my life now, is that black. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
I try not to hate it.
So do you accept being in the black, or do you try and get out of it?
I do try to, yeah, because I loved Henry. I love him today. I remain his father. And the reason that it hurts so much is because of how much I love him. You know, grief and love are really weaved together. So I should be sad right now.
What is next? Well, first of all, congratulations on the new baby.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. You know, regarding the new baby, I was afraid when he was born. I looked at him and I was like, I'll love you. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, you know, I'll do the stuff. I'll change your nappies, I'll take you to school, I'll buy you food, trousers, etc. But am I gonna really surrender to really feeling the feelings for you that I should?
That was going through your head, geez.
Yeah, and I thought, I don't know if I'm gonna be, I'm afraid to.
Yeah.
And he made short work of me by being so fucking cute and wonderful. He's so funny and fat, and he laughs. Holy shit, he laughs so much. We should probably take him to a doctor. I mean, what does he laugh? What's so funny? I am crazy about him, thank God.
Yeah.
You know? And I think about him growing in the same womb as Henry. This is nuts. I had a dream the other night that Henry left a message for him in my wife's womb. And it was like a little picture frame hung on like a little nail.
Yeah,
Henry nailed it into her uterus. Anyway. And I couldn't read it. It wasn't for me to read, but I knew that our new baby saw that, and I woke up and it made me feel happy. You know, I don't know. I guess that's one way of my psyche wrestling with everything that's happened.
It's fucking beautiful.
Thanks.
And I'll be thinking about what that message was all night.
I know, right? Yeah.
I think we all will.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For coming
Thank you
on.
very much. I really appreciate it.
It was a pleasure, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Rob Delaney. Welcome back to the final part of the show. Now, it's time for Live Forever. This week, Jessica Knappett and I somehow managed to combine two of my biggest fears, which is dancing and heights. We did bungee dancing.
So, Russ,
Yes, Jess.
where are we going? What are we doing?
We are doing bungee dance. You into that?
I can't say I'm into it
Do
because
you like
I don't know what it is.
Wow.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Russell.
Angeliki.
Jessica, nice to meet you.
Is that what we're going to be doing?
No,
Because that was like ballet in space.
it is. Bungee dance, it's good for strength, for coordination, and there has been studies that show that dance helps reducing brain aging.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very, can I say, weak physically and emotionally.
Okay, we're gonna work on that.
No one ever does that before, like, Strictly. Do you know what I mean? And just sort of says, I'm broken at the minute. I'm not well.
This is going to be a real challenge for me.
No, I bet you're gonna feel much better after the session.
Okay. What if you're not very good at dancing?
Or bungieing.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter, but maybe it's good for me to know if you have any dancing experience whatsoever.
Are you a dancer? You struck me as a
I'm
dancer.
quite good at spinning on spot.
Great, nice.
That's good. What I tend to do, I'm more of a watcher, which sounds really creepy. But at, like, a wedding, I'll do a lot of that.
I'm not going to be able to get my arse in here, I don't think.
Okay.
To be able to...
I feel like I need a safe word. Oklahoma.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness me. That feels good.
Yeah?
It's like Spanx.
Yeah.
You know Spanx.
I know Spanx, yeah, I've seen their work. And,
I don't dare look at the camel toe at this point. Should we do 3, 2, 1 and check each other's?
Ready? You're all right. Fucking hell. Let's go, because that could be the thing that brings me down.
Let's see, can you stand on the spot and try for me to bring your bum on the floor, like you want to sit on the floor? No jump?
Oh my God, you look like a big baby.
I feel like a kid, and I'm just like, just put me back in my cot, Mum, for fuck's sake.
I think there are places in Soho, Russ, if you want to feel like a big baby.
Okay.
What do I do now?
Arse to the floor, arse to the floor.
My main concern is just tucking in my...
Flaps?
Love flaps. Love flaps. No, love handles.
Love handles. Oh, sorry. I was in the wrong area.
I was in the wrong area, officer.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with some running. We have Winston here to demonstrate.
Hello, Winston.
We're gonna run to the front and back, keeping our knees bent, pulling the bungee, doing nice big steps.
So
yes,
like that.
That's the one. Yeah.
Oh,
great.
God, that was
Great.
fucking... You're having fun, and then one of your balls goes, let's go!
Your balls! Your ball popped out.
Just
on television.
Great.
It's like spring watch.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it. That's what we want. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm basically in Star Wars now.
And under your point.
Give me a green screen. I'm ready.
So we're gonna do some falling into plank. Bend and push.
Oh, right.
Perfect.
Bend and push. Yes. Good. Very
But
good.
why am I not going back up again?
No, but that's fine. Just keep going. Annie, you're okay.
Why can't I go?
Go on, really go for it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
I feel like we're getting it a bit.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. You ready for this? Yeah.
I think you might be deluded, mate.
Let's try to add a quarter turn.
You okay, Russell?
I feel like I'm in Guantanamo Bay about to say, yeah, I did it all. It was all me. No, I just need to readjust. Fucking hell. If I was going to describe you in one word, it would be grace.
Grace?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very good at this. See?
Well done, guys.
Thank you.
You're doing really well.
Don't patronise us.
So I think we can now put these moves together and make a routine.
Lovely.
Yes.
Let's do it.
I think we can too. I think we're definitely capable of that.
Definitely. In fact, our dancing may be so powerful, we're going to bring back Bruce Forsyth.
hurts your balls a lot.
It hurts my balls and I don't have balls.
Brilliant stuff. Thanks for watching the show. Good night, my friends. Good night.